Hello there, and I'm Chris Lawton. For a change today, instead of playing the church organ, I've come along to the wonderful Theatre Organ Heritage Centre in Peel Green, Salford, Greater Manchester. Been fortunate enough to be able to play this fantastic Wurlitzer organ. A little bit of history about the organ to begin with. It was originally built and installed for the Trocadero in Liverpool. One of the first of the few to come into this country in the mid-1920s. It was then moved to the Gaumont Cinema in Dingle, a southern suburb of Liverpool. From there it went into private ownership and eventually being installed here at this fantastic museum. Basically, I'm going to demonstrate to you the various different sounds on this organ. To start with, by the way, there are six ranks of pipes, 6 different sounds, small in comparison compared to other instruments, which can have as many as 20 or even in America up to over 80 ranks, but this has 6 anyway. To start with, we have the diapason, which virtually all organs, church or cinema, will have. The diapason is the fundamental sound of every church organ, and it sounds like this. A very, very familiar sound, that'll be. Then we have a flute, which, as the name suggests, and we have something called a salational, which is a string rank, which adds a nice bit of depth on its own. That sounds like this. Then we have a trumpet, as the name suggests. And then all those 4 ranks will be familiar to organists, both church and cinema. Moving on into the cinema field, we have a rank called a vox humana. Occasionally you find these on church organs, but it's more commonly found on cinema organs. Supposed to represent the human voice. Not sure I agree, but anyway, alone it sounds like this. More commonly used with the tremolant. Very, very effective emotional sound. And then the most important stop on any theatre organ is called the tibia. Nothing to do with the knee, by the way. It is the backbone of every theatre organ, just as the diapason is on a church organ. Alone it sounds like this. pipe rags, and of course on every theatre organ you have percussions, and on this one we have a xylophone, glockenspiel, a chrysogloss, which is very vibraphone. It's very effective, extremely quiet. And we have the cathedral chimes. Also mention all these instruments, they are real. They are not electronic imitations or synthetic in any way. They are real instruments, mechanically played, very similar to what you see on a fairground organ. Also, for accompaniment, we have all sorts of effects on the pedals here. We have a bass drum, metal drum, a crash cymbal, a tap cymbal, and then in the left hand we have a snare drum, tambourine, castanets, Chinese woodblock, tom-tom drum, and for Christmas time, set of sleigh bells. Of course, these organs were built originally to accompany silent films, so there are all sorts of other effects on. And on this instrument we have the sound of the sea, called the surf, a siren, a train whistle, and we have down here, I can't quite read it, fire bell, an auto horn, bird whistle, another train whistle by the looks of it, bird whistle, a machine gun. Also on this organ, many other theatre organs, not all theatre organs have these, a piano, a real genuine piano, just over here, mechanically played, and it sounds like this. Wurlitzer, of course, were the main providers of theatre organs in this country. There were other builders, namely Christie and Compton, a few others. They all copied this same line, although they had their own little ideas as well. Compton, for example, having a solo cello and an early electronic device called a mellotone. But Wurlitzer were the most famous of them all. And this wonderful example here, Peel Green, is a real delight to play. Excellent restored, and I hope it lasts for many more years to come.